Hello, family and friends. Welcome to Jules Creations. Okay, for those of you that have been following me with my budget, this is my third week, okay? Today would be the day that I would go shopping. All right, the other 2 weeks, I kind of went quick the day because I needed food, okay? So this week, I think I got things pretty much good, right? Stable, where I feel like I have a bit of, leeway, if I could say that. And I could possibly wait for a couple days. I don't have to go today, even though today my husband gets paid. So, with that said, I know Jordan Page, she wants you to sit down on a Sunday. She does it on a Sunday. Then the next day she goes grocery shopping. So let me take this out of my mouth. Sorry. I love. I'm sorry if you're gonna see me in all of my videos like that. Okay. So I'm gonna show you what I did. Okay, before I went to my appointment, and I went through my sales papers. Right. These are some of the sales papers that I went through. So you're gonna get papers in the mail, and then there's some junk mail, right? Junk mail. This one is sales, but I didn't find anything here, so that's why I consider like, these are junk mail. Look in here because sometimes you'll find like pizza deals or coupons, right? But we're not doing that because we're in a budget. So we're gonna eat rice and beans, and that's not literally. I'm just saying we're not gonna splurge on whatever we need. So this is my thought. I could, now that I established what I have, what I don't have, I could establish what I really need. And let me decline that call. And so I could say, okay, well, you know what? This week they have the jumbo shrimp for $5 a pound. And I could be like, well, you know what? I could go get that, right? But no, I want to save and I want to get out of debt fast as possible. Because this is my thought. When we bought this house 12 years ago, approximately, or maybe 11, okay? Um, when we bought it and I saw it, the neighborhood's good, but when I saw everything, I thought this has potential to get fixed up. Things have not been fixed up, things have not been upgraded. So I have no pantry. That's why you see all that behind me. Um, I just don't have anywhere to put stuff. So a lot of my stuff looks cluttered and I really don't like it. So my number one thing is, this is my number one, you guys, and I am being as honest as possible. We want to get out of the debt, get out of debt. Why? Number one, because that's what Christians should do. Get out of debt. Number two, because we want to give. We love to give. We love to bless people. We love to bless the church. We love to bless new people that come in and we want to get to know them. Okay? That's number two. Number three, I would like to, after we pay off everything, I would love to get a new home, build if possible to my liking, my disability, around my disability. And one day I would love, and it's on record, I would love to have somebody come and help me clean my house once or twice a week, if possible, if not once a month, just to kind of, do the deep cleaning or whatever. But that's my dream. I do. So you have to put goals in your life. Goals, okay? So one thing you will need, and I will recommend for you to start saving these. Save these. Do anybody get these? envelopes and they're trash stuff that you don't need. All right, I save these. I've always saved them because I've used them for book fairs, and every day we cash out, we have to balance, register one, register two, two envelopes. 5 days, 10 envelopes. Okay, that's what I did. I didn't have to go buy envelopes. We didn't have to go buy envelopes. All right, so the only thing I didn't bring in my stapler, but it's okay. This is my last week's stuff, and I just didn't get to do it only because I've been kind of busy, and that's how life is. But I don't do it that way all the time. It was just this week. So this is my gas, right? I'm going to put that on the side because that goes in my other. This one is other, but it's not in my grocery or my other, on my first one. And I'll explain to you guys. And I'm just sorting them out, right? And one day soon, I promise you, I will, because I do want to put it on a card and tell you how much we are in debt. I want to let you guys know because I'm going to do one without our home and one just with our credit cards. I can tell you this much right now. In credit cards, we are about at, let's see, maybe $30,000. Maybe, or a little bit less. It might be a little bit less. But at the end of this month, we are going to pay off 2 credit cards. Did I do it in the order of Dave Ramsey said? No. I should have put the $1,000 in the emergency, but I got so hyped up that I'm like, okay, these are the smallest ones. I just want to get them out of here, and then I could just focus. But when my husband saw the video, he's like, honey, we have to put the $1,000 in savings. And so I'm like, okay, so do you want me to stop the payments for those 2 credit cards, or do you want me to just wait and just let it be? And then next month we could start, which we already have. I want to say we have at least from today, maybe $200 in our savings. I want to say. So I'm getting there still, even though I'm not doing it bam really quick, but I'm still doing that. So, okay, this is my food. I'm hoping that I did not miss anything out because, like I said, when my husband goes and gets something really, really quick, I have to remind him to bring me the receipts because I am being serious and I'm not playing around. So, I haven't done a little card like this for my miscellaneous bills. I haven't done that, but I am going to do one per week so I could kind of go from there. And then if I want to get rid of the receipts because I think it's getting a little bulky, then I could do that. But other than that, I could still stay with it. So because this is gas, wait, where's the gas? The gas, I'm going to put it in this envelope, and I will explain a little bit the envelope system, right? Well, you know what? I'm going to leave it out because I need to show you guys. And this is my other. This is my groceries and other. Okay. I thought for some reason we had more. So let me make sure because I don't want to. So I went to Costco, Food Source. And I went somewhere else. But I might have already written them down. I think I did. So let me look at the dates. Because what I like to do is I circle the dates. And I'm going to go down here so you guys can see kind of. Okay. I'm going to try, you guys, because this thing is breaking on me. And yeah. I need a new one. I know I do. But okay. So I circle. Hopefully you guys can see. I'm going this way a little bit more. I circle the amount, right, which is $21.79 that we spent at where? Costco. That's not going to work. So Costco. For some reason, I thought that was a pin, but it's not. Okay. This is a pin that my daughter does not want me to lose because it's pretty. And I like it too. Okay. Costco. Food Source. And this was just like, oh, I need to put the date, like circle the date or put a little X by the date just so I could kind of know right, when I got this stuff. That way, when I staple it together, I know that, right here, where to put it at, okay? I want to say that we had more. Well, let me check. Because that's just from, I want to say from the other day. So, okay. I know I seem a little unorganized, and I'm sorry about that. But these are just extra stuff that I did because we were having people over, and that's why they're like that. So, 8, 12, let me see. Okay. So this would be from 8, 9 to the 15th, right? So that's what I put right here, okay? That way I know that this is week number 2, okay? So week number 2, 8, 9 to 8, 15. So that's week number 2. And yes, I do have all of my receipts. The only thing is I have to add these other 2 here that we had to do because of extra stuff. Like we had a thing yesterday. Okay, yes. So this is for what we did for our church. We had a barbecue yesterday. So these I'm going to put in the back, but I still have to add them here, right? So $100 minus. Okay, I'm going to go here so you guys can see me. Oh, okay. I'm going to have you see me. So $100 minus 21.79. Okay. And then I have to do the math there. Then whatever I get here, I'm going to minus the $1.96, and that was for some buns. Right? But I know that I had more because I already did that other what do you call it? I'm going blank here. The other dates. So I stickered it 8, 9, yep, 8, 9, 8, 11. So I should put them in order of the date. That's what I'm gonna have to do. Okay. All right. So that goes in here, which that needs to be added up here on the top. So that means I had to take away from my other, right? Because I was already maxed at this side. And that's what I'm going to have to do. Okay? And that was only because the other was still okay. But because stuff came up like, which I'm trying not to. So I have to teach my husband that, you know what, babe? If they do have a fellowship, I want it to be where we could say what we could bring, because that way we don't have to spend any extra money. And that's what we're going to have to do, because I can't do it that way where, oh, can you bring this? Well, if I have it, yes. If I don't have it, I'm not going to bring it. Like, I don't want to bring something that I don't have because I am in a budget. So for this one, it's a gas, right? And this was my husband's, because I know, because I have to gas up my van, I'm sorry. So this is from him from work. And this is what I'm trying to say as well. The miscellaneous and the bills. Bills are your credit cards. And then, of course, tithe. It's not a bill. It's something that we just give to God. But we put it in the other, in the miscellaneous and bills. So in bills, basically. So this was 812. And this was still in the 815, so we were still good, right? Of that week. So it's not like, oh, we borrowed from this week's. We didn't borrow from this week's. Okay. But it's gas, so it doesn't really matter. I don't know if you guys understand that. So that's that. Gas, it's going to be gas. I mean, what do you do with that? And then my other, like I went to the thrift store and I spent $8.72. So that's something different that would be in the miscellaneous with gas. That's where I would put it at. Okay? So, before I go too long on this, so let me explain. This is the envelope system, okay, guys? What Dave Ramsey tells you, I'm trying to look at the camera. I will try to look at the camera, you guys, but it's hard. What Dave Ramsey tells us, okay, this I got from Jordan Page, okay? I'm going to give credit to, credit is, I have not went through the Dave Ramsey whole university thing because I don't have the money to spend it, and I've been getting a lot of information on YouTube, which I totally suggest. He does have an app of Dave Ramsey. For some reason, it's not downloading in my phone, but it says it's downloading, but it's been days, so whatever. Okay, the number one that I use a lot is this one. Look at how puffy it is, and that's only because I don't go to just one store. Okay, let me explain this correctly. Jordan Page tells you to do 2 envelopes, right? 1 envelope, you divide it in half, and I put August 2018, groceries another, and then do the half right there. On the sides right here, which you could barely see, let me see if you can see. Let's see if you can focus. I have the dates, like 8-2 to 8-10, and then the next week, and the following week. Okay? So that's what I did. I think she does that as well. But she doesn't explain it. It's very in detail. Then, so groceries. Okay, so you're going to see that I have $200 the beginning of the month. And that's because I first started this. I had no meat. I had really nothing to give my kids, and my kids were going to school. They started school. So I had to make it where I got dinner rolls, and I didn't get lunch meat because I already had it. So dinner rolls and cheese, right? To be able to give them their lunch, because what I did before, I would go to the 99-cent store a lot, get them Lunchables, and my husband said no more Lunchables, and I said that's fine. So I did that, and I bought bread, and I did peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and the first week I just did the rolls, okay, the rolls with the meat, the lunch meat, and the cheese. That's all I did for them for that week, and they had to get it. I did it with cream cheese or with sour cream because I don't like mayonnaise or mustard. My kids don't like mustard, and they could go without the mayonnaise, so we're good with that. So if I want to go and get one, I could just grab it and not think like, does this have mayonnaise or not? Well, it doesn't. Okay, so that's what it is. So I did start with 200. I did go a little bit over, only because I bought $200 worth of meat from a truck that came to my house, and I was able to get it from the other here. Remember, this was a deal that I could have passed, but I was already thinking ahead that I want to do date nights with my husband. So if we go out on a date, a steak or two is going to cost us, if we would go twice, that would have been the $200 there. So I basically said, okay, I'll invest in that, and we're good to go for a while, at least 2 months. And we still haven't even touched it, right? Because we have things going on at church. We're very involved, so it's kind of hard. My husband works Wednesdays through Saturdays, 10 hours a day. So we have to get that time going. Plus, I already asked my friend if we could, and that's another idea you guys could do, switch babysitting. Okay? Switch babysitting. So she said that was great, but I told her to just ask her husband, make sure they're on the same page, because he's got a job and he's on call, and so, my kids are older, so it wouldn't have been, it won't be a problem for her to take him, and I think that will even relieve her stress. So I'm going to ask her again, because I think that'll help them a lot more, okay, because they don't get a lot of quality time. They have a baby, and they have 4 kids all together. And so I think that'll help him a lot. Okay. So again, this one is the other, the miscellaneous and bills. And again, I put August 2018 because at the end of the year, you're going to have 12 of these. Okay. So 24, that's one of each. All right. And then this is how I kind of did. Let me see if I can show you this part here without showing you everything else. Yeah. Sorry. That's what I did. I did gas, credit cards, bills. Okay? And then on the top, of course, on the top, I put, what did I put? I'm going blank. Miscellaneous and bills right here. Okay? And of course, I have to figure this out better where I could put the month, which I could just probably put it on one of these index cards and then go from there. Okay? So it is what it is. So that's what we're doing. I'm not going to do it here to show you guys what I did because I'm not. But there's a nap and I will try to link it down below before I save this. And if not, please remind me and I will give you the apps that I'm trying to use so I can figure it out. Okay. Now, you get junk mail, right? You get these. Keep these, you guys. Keep them. Okay, before I left, I know I'm a little everywhere, but before I left, I wrote my stuff down. And again, I feel like we're good right now. Like, I would probably just have to go get milk. What else? Chicken. Because I need chicken and I need hamburger meat. We don't really need it, you guys. Come on, we are in a budget. So if I could save more, I'm gonna do that. But my husband needs meat. Okay. Dave Ramsey would say, you don't really need it. You're gonna go on beans and rice. Okay? But I'm not gonna go on beans and rice because excuse me, for one, my husband, the 4 walls that Dave Ramsey talks about is to protect your 4 walls first, meaning food first, and then I think he says, I don't know the order of it, but food is the number one. I remember that. Gas, which is for your vehicle, your house payment, and your utilities. That's your 4 walls. So you're taking care of all that to be able to, because if you don't have food in your system, you're not going to have energy. So that's kind of like what I feel like I have to put that extra of meat in there. Maybe not all the time, which I don't do it all the time, and I haven't been doing it all the time, where my husband needs meat. If he could eat meat twice a week, that would be awesome. Because, excuse me, and the other days, just eat, I don't know, sandwiches, peanut butter and jelly, excuse me, or even the sandwich meat. I'm good with that. So, all right, I'm gonna try 3. Okay, so with that said, we're done, and that's for all of us. So there are 4 of us. So if I didn't say before, Jordan tells you to do $100 per family member. So there's 4 of us. Well, then we do $400 a month. But you don't want to spend your $400 that month on groceries because then you're gonna, let's say you need milk, you need eggs. Okay, she went to the extreme to borrowing eggs and milk, but that's because the neighbors had chickens and they knew that, she was being frugal. I'm not going to go do that. I'm not really not. I don't like to ask for stuff. It's very hard for me to ask, but okay. So at Save Mart, this is what I found. There's another app. I don't know if I told you this. I think I said in the other video, which I said I'm going to forget it and just do another one. There's an app. Excuse me. I don't remember it, but I will link it down below. or because if I really don't know how to do that, but I will make sure that in my next video I will have that information ready for you guys to do, to get like the apps and stuff. But what she does, this lady does, is $4.99 a month. If you go in there, I think it's 2 weeks for free for you to try it out, which this will be my second week, which I'm gonna go in there today, and then she does all this for you. So whatever's in red, she'll flag it that's the best deal. Go get it. So that's another thing I'm gonna go in there before I even go this. But this is what I did for me. So if you don't get that, then just do it like this, okay, you guys? Okay, Save Mart. Mangoes, 2 for $1. And this is another thing. I am used to going to the 99-cent store. So I am used to paying $1 or $2 for certain things. That's it. So if I find something that is more than that, and I know I could go to the 99-cent store and get it, I am not going to get it. Okay, like for example, at the 99-cent store, they have the, what is it called? I just went blank. The cilantro. That they had, okay, the 99-cent store is a bunches for $1. And then at other stores, there were 3 bunches for $1. So of course I'm going to get it there instead of there. So that means I only got one, but I got it for 33 cents, which that was awesome. Okay, so that's my thing. Don't go and get stuff that you know you could get it cheaper at a store that is more expensive. I'm not going to. So that's why I have more than one receipt, because I'm going to go to different stores. Of course, I'm not going to go out of my way for it. So, for example, when I pay my daughter, all the stores are over there close to her, like Walmart, 99-cent store, thrift stores, and that's not groceries, but that's just stuff that, because I do on the side certain things. But that's what I'm saying. I'm going to go when I go and drop him off at school or pick him up and go there. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do it out of my way unless I have to go get milk because I'm out of milk, which my kids don't really need the milk because they're not babies. They could go without. Big deal, right? So mangoes. This is Save Mart. Mangoes, 2 for $1. The Crystal Geyser 1 gallon is 69 cents. And it's a limit of 10. The same thing with the Powerades. They're 69 cents, limit of 10. Now, can I only buy 10 and 10? I don't know. Can I mix them up? I don't know. I could probably mix them up, but I don't know if it's 10 and 10. I know I don't have to get 10, but that's what I'm saying, okay? But the thing is with that, they have a sale that if you buy 4 things, you could get this milk for free. Where is it? Is it this Smart? Yep, it was this Smart. Okay, right here. Mix and match any items and get this for free, right? So, limited one offer. So I have to get 4 items, right? So it doesn't say that it's just in this little side if it's everything here. If it's on the side, then I'm not going to get it because there's stuff that are snacks and stuff. And I don't need them, and I would get them at the 99-cent store for cheaper. I'm not going to do that. So that's the only reason. And I have to go to Smart and Final because I did get a rain check for this that was last week. And I was going to get it, honestly, because we were going to have people over and we didn't have hamburger meat or too many patties. But then I remembered I had that extra meat. I could just make it the hamburger patties. And that's what we did. But they had no more Angus. It says Angus 43 beef ground max pack 80% lean, and it was $1.69. And I'm saying, is that per pound or for? I think it was per pound or per thing. So I asked them. They asked me, well, how many do you want? And I said, well, I want the max. And she said, well, 5 is max. So I said, okay. So my friend from church was there with me shopping. So then I asked her, do you want a rain check? And then I looked at her, I'm like, say yes. So I have two. We're going to use one together and I'm going to use one today. So that's why I'm able to go to, you know, Save Mart. And if they have that deal, then I'll get it. And if they don't, then they don't. You know what I mean? It's like, but I'm still going to get the beef patties because I have the money this week for it and I could budget in there. So last week I would have been like maybe a little bit over, or I would have had to borrow more from the other instead of the groceries because I had already for some reason. Okay, Smart and Final. The chicken thighs and I know I'm gonna say this wrong. Okay, let me go here because I get mixed up. Okay, chicken drumsticks, thighs, or leg quarters are 79 cents a pound. Okay, now this is one thing that I'm going to do, and she does that as well. Jordan does that. She writes down like, okay, ground beef per pound. That way she knows, okay, this is how much I've gotten my ground beef or my chicken per pound. So the chicken, right? I'm writing it down. It's for, what did I say? 79 cents a pound. Okay, so now I know that if I ever see anything else higher than 79 cents a pound, guess what? I have it right here. I'm not going to buy it. I'm going to wait until I find that same price. Or if it's lower, then I'll go in there and I'll cross this off and put the different amount here. Got it? So then you're keeping track. So then that means that you could have gotten it cheaper, but this is what I've seen the cheapest as of now. For now, I gotta check at Costco and see how much it is a pound there, but I think this is the cheapest. So I'm gonna ask my husband because he's pretty good with that. Okay, so that's all there's there at Smart and Final. So I might not even go there, but I might go only because I do need chicken. And not that I need it, but I would like to have extra chicken in my price. So I'm going to do that. Safeway now it has the extra jumbo raw shrimp for $5 a pound. Is that good? A good price? I don't know. Now, my husband loves shrimp. My kids love shrimp. So I'm thinking this could be like a date night for all of us, or a date night for my husband and I. And we need to invest in our marriage. And I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna put here, what was it? Sorry, I just went blank because I just put it over here. But I'm gonna write that down too because, okay, how about if I see it cheaper one day, and or if this is the cheapest that it'll be, right? Extra jumbo. I put a P instead of an O. Jumbo raw shrimp. And it is what? $5 a pound. Okay. And this is at Safeway. Okay. And this is at S-Mart. Okay. So I'm just putting that just to kind of give me an idea where I found it. But write it down. Okay. I wish I would remember the app that I'm going to be using, but again, I will put it down there for you guys to see it. But I will put it on one of these, how much we owe, how much we started, and then maybe every 3 months I could give you an update of how much we bit at that debt, and then maybe you guys could see my progress there. So I hope that this helps you. I pray that this encourages somebody to get out of debt. I know things happen, you guys. We were never, our son was healthy. He was a healthy kid. He had high tolerance of pain. And when we found out, it was like a kick in our stomach, and we weren't ready for it. We had bills, we had debt, and we had to add to that debt because what do you do when your son is dying? You gotta do what you gotta do. So I hope this helps you guys. to do something to better yourself, and then so you could teach your kids so they could get out of debt. My kids, like my little one tells my middle child, don't ask mom for anything because we need to become millionaires. We need to get out of debt so we can become millionaires. And so the mentality of them, mom and dad are taking over, and like the Bible says, or my husband's always says, we don't want to be the tail, we want to be the head. Okay? And the Bible talks about uh, the person, the borrower is the slave. No, the debt. Okay, I don't know how to say it, but whoever borrows from somebody, that you are their slave. So, for example, us, we owe to USAA. That makes us slaves of USAA because we got to pay it off. I mean, it sounds bad, but that's how it is. Or whatever you owe. Uh, we owe on our vehicle, on our van that we just got 2 years ago. We are slaves to them. We got to work our butts off to pay them off. That's just how it is. That's how life is. So let's help each other, encourage each other, share this video, subscribe. We are at 19 subscribers, you guys. I'm so excited. We need 6 more subscribers so we could give that giveaway. I really, really want to give that giveaway. My daughter wants to give that giveaway. I'll give a giveaway. She'll give a giveaway. So please share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you could not miss any of the videos. I promise you, I'm going to try my best to really give you guys these videos so you guys could see, and you guys could see the progress with me. I'm not just going to tell you and not give you a progress report. I will give you a progress report. Like I said, at the end of this month, and I will tell you how much we paid for those 2 credit cards. I will, I promise. But it's not done yet. So at the end of the month, beginning of September, I will show you guys exactly on a piece of paper like this how much we paid. I promise. I promise. I will. And it might not be that much, but it's still nipping at the debt little by little. If you don't start, you will never finish. You have to start somewhere so you can get to the end of the tunnel. All right. Be blessed. Remember, the decisions you make today will not just affect you, but those that love you and surround you. Love you. Be blessed. Bye. Make good choices.